You are tuned in
to DYDC FM 104.7, broadcasting from the beautiful campus of the Visayas State University, Visca, Baybay City, Leyte.
VSU Radio DYDC.
In this new normal, the Visayas State University Department of Liberal Arts and Behavioral Sciences, D-Labs, is giving you this VSU live stream class on Saksay 13, The Contemporary World. Here are your host teachers.
Hello to our listeners and viewers, especially to our VSU students who are currently enrolled in Saksay 13, The Contemporary World. I am Noreen, and with me is Angeli. And we are your team radio teachers for today's FB Live lesson, brought to you by VSU's DYDC FM 104.7, your development campus radio. Before we will get into the nitty-gritty of our lesson today, how are you feeling today, Angeli?
Hello, Noreen. I'm both feeling good and excited. How about you?
I am also feeling good and excited as well, since this is my very first FB Live lesson to date.
Same here for me, Noreen. This is also my first FB Live lesson. I bet our Saksay 13 students are also excited to share their time with us.
You are right, Angeli. This is also the first time that our VSU Saksay 13 students this semester will experience an FB Live lesson. We would like to inform our students that this FB Live lesson is only a supplementary class that we included in your Saksay 13 module. You are not expected to attend an FB Live lesson every day. So, to those students who cannot join with us today, you can watch this live stream later.
Absolutely, Noreen. Students of Saksay 13, we would like to hear your questions or clarifications in these course. Just leave a comment below, for this will serve as your attendance, or you may send a message through our official mobile number 0948-233-5212. Again, that's 0948-233-5212.
Today, we are going to talk about the concept of globalization and how you understand what globalization is. We are also encouraging you to share your thoughts about globalization based on your personal experience.
Now, what comes into your mind when you hear the word globalization? Most of us think of globalization, as something distant, a concept that we cannot grasp or understand. However, in this lesson, we will learn that we experience the phases of globalization in multiple ways every day.
But before we proceed to our lesson, let us listen first to this song. Please listen carefully and take note of the lyrics.
It's a world of laughter, a world of tears. It's a world of hopes and a world of fears. There's so much that we share that it's time we're aware. It's a small world after all. 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 It's a small, small world. There is just one moon and one golden sun, and a smile means friendship to everyone. Though the mountains divide and the oceans are wide, it's a small world after all.
So now, let me ask you some questions. Is the world really small? Do you agree with the lyrics of the song you've just heard? Looking at our world today, we may realize that whatever situation that brings a problem in the Philippines may be a similar problem in another country. For instance, the case of the COVID-19 pandemic. Due to COVID-19, people all over the world significantly changed their old ways of living and resulted in the adaptation of the new normal. From lockdowns to home isolations, to wearing of face masks and face shields. People became worried on the uncertainty of getting infected by the virus.
I agree with you, Noreen. You know, that feeling of uncertainty of getting infected by the virus is now common to all people worldwide. And during these past months, our physical mobility have slowed down. But with our internet connectivity and the use of social media platforms, we have become connected virtually. And all of these experiences are examples related to the concept of globalization. What is globalization then, Noreen?
Well, according to Manfred Steger 2014, globalization refers to the expansion and intensification of social relations and consciousness across world time and world space. So, how do we simplify globalization then?
Ooh, it seems that globalization is a difficult concept, but we can make it easier to understand. And here's a tip. Just remember the word connexified. Let me spell it out for you. Connexified. C-O-N-E-X-I-F-I-E-D. Connexified.
Connexified? I haven't heard of that word before. What does it mean?
Connexified is a term that we can relate to globalization because it means various forms of connectivity, expanded relations, and intensified social activities. Again, students, when we say connexified, it is connectivity, expanded relations, and intensified social activities.
Oh, thanks for that, Angeli. Now I've learned a new word, connexified. So, you may ask, what are the examples by which we've become connexified? For example, we have become connected economically when we export our products and services abroad, which is a result of the signing of treaties with other countries. Also, these connections have been worldwide in scale, including the involvement of multinational corporations and non-governmental organizations. Likewise, with the development of technology, social activities have been accelerated and intensified. Meanwhile, some scholars find it difficult to talk about globalization as a whole because it appears to mean many things. Instead, they study globalization by pairing it with another concept, such as globalization and identity, globalization and human rights, globalization and culture, globalization and media, or globalization and terrorism. So, as we go along this course, we will learn more of these concepts, including the multidimensional understanding of globalization.
Wow, this course seems so interesting. Now that we're about to conclude our FB Live segment on defining the concept of globalization, we want to hear your reflection on how you personally experienced globalization. Write it down on a sheet of paper and send it to our office address, which can be found at the last page of your module, or you may send it to our official email address.
So, Angeli, that ends our FB Live lesson on Soksai 13 today.
Yes, that's true, Noreen, and we hope that our students and, of course, our other listeners and viewers were able to learn and understand the concept of globalization.
Thank you so much for listening, and we hope to be with you again on our next FB Live lesson. But before we say goodbye, we would like to greet our University President, Dr. Edgardo E. Tulin, the VP for Academic Affairs, Dr. Beatriz S. Belonias, the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Candelario Calibo, and our very own Head of the Department of Liberal Arts and Behavioral Sciences, Dr. Jet C. Quebec. Thank you all for listening. I am INV Noreen A. Miaga.
And I am Angeli Henotiva saying,
Stay in, stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy.
That was your VSU live stream class on Soksai 13, The Contemporary World. See you again with your host teachers in the next class.